Here it is, the quadcopter with KK2 board built in. 10 by 4.5 blades. We have a 2400 milliamp hour battery, 3S 25C. We have a KK2 board, attractively with this Perspex top on it to keep it safe from any crashes, and wires neatly tucked away. I've put on XT60 connector, which is soldered onto the motherboard. Around the side we've got Spectrum AR6000 receiver, 6-channel DSM, that's digital spread spectrum, and 5 out of the 6 channels are being used, and the Spectrum transmitter here, DX6, comes complete with cable to go around your neck. I've actually adjusted it so that basically it will always hold the unit by this little cable tie attachment I've made, so it'll always hold it out at the correct angle when it's placed on your chest. So that's what that's about. It just means that this thing never sort of flops around, it's always held in one place. And this unit's been set up, and it's got a nice big display which is easy to read. So if you want to get into the mode selection, loads of easy to read bits of information there for programming. But it's all been set up for you, so you won't have to do that. Nice big trims, and a confirmation beep when you're in the middle. Trims for the rudder, for the throttle, elevator, aileron. This one is set up so that you've got elevator, aileron, so that's forwards, backwards, left and right, and the throttle is on the right hand stick with the rudder on the throttle. This is a digital 2.4 GHz transmission system, and it's spread spectrum technology, so it will change frequency in order to keep the signal solid. Back over here to the quad, and we've got Turnigy D2826/10 1400 kV motors, which are more than ample for this, and will drive the blades probably within about 800 grams of thrust each. So add that together, that's 800, 1600 between the whole lot. That's going to be 3,200 grams, 3.2 kilos of thrust for what is a 900 gram model, all up weight, 900 grams with the battery on board. So as you can see, the KK2 is nicely situated so you can actually see the screen but still get your fingers in underneath under the Perspex to operate the buttons. So let's power it up and have a look. If we bring in the transmitter, this control up here, this control on the top operates safe level mode turned on or off. On, off, on, off. If we switch into receiver test mode, then throttle up. As you can see over here, throttle up registers as full, down, idle, rudder left, rudder right. You can see we're getting a proper 100% registration, 100, aileron up, elevator up and down, and aileron left and right. 30 amp Hobby King, turn it over and you see 30 amp Hobby King, and this has got Simon K firmware, which I've actually flashed on to all 4 ESCs, so I put a nice little sticker on there telling you it's Simon K firmware on all the ESCs. So, small sized, but powerful enough to fly pretty fast. This will do up to about 40 miles an hour with these blades on. I'm also throwing in another set of blades, orange and blue. These are 8 by 4.5 blades, which will fit on to the existing setup. Okay, so throttle. See the Simon K firmware, very reactive. Other things to note is there is a fail-safe mode in the Spectrum transmitter to the receiver, and in the event of a signal failure, i.e. if you go outside range, if that happens, then the throttle will come down to about 20%. You can program it differently so that the sticks will all go into the center as far as the quad is concerned, and then it will go to about 20-30% throttle. That might be enough to slow your descent down and possibly land it without it crashing, but you may want to set it a little bit higher. I haven't set it higher than that for safety reasons, because the craft may actually continue on flying, and without a radio signal you wouldn't want that. So it's better to have this fail-safe set a little bit low so that it will descend back down to the ground if you lose control.